Hey, shalom. Let me do a mic check, mic check, mic check. Looks like I'm okay. All right. In light of the recent situation in Israel, I was reminded of something that I had put in the GOAT series, part 19. No, excuse me, part 22. Just finished it a few weeks ago. But this part right here, I've got to show you this. All right. I've got to show you guys something in regards to all this. So, like I said, a little bit of comedic relief with that Ace Ventura's pet detective Finkel is Einhorn, Einhorn is Finkel, right? I gotta get my camera straight because I'm looking over here, but you're right there. Need to show you guys something. Now, hopefully this comes up clear. Remember when I said the enemy hides in plain sight? And a lot of things are done in a way that's highly abominable, and they place it right in front of your face. Okay. They do it with rituals, they do it with words, and they also do it with a lot of symbols. I'm going to show you this, something that was put in my spirit, and it was something that I know when I saw it, I couldn't unsee it anymore. So I'm going to show you something. Okay? Make sure this is coming up. That is the symbol for male. This is probably going to come up backwards. I'm not sure. It's going to may come up backwards, the words, but just bear with me. This is the symbol for female. That's inverted. Okay? Triangle. Okay? Inverted triangle. When you join the two together, this is what you get. Okay? You put a letter in the middle of that. That's what you get. Another symbol. Is this. That's the LGBTQ equality symbol. It's just an equal sign. Right? I kid you not. You put all those symbols together. You ready? This is what you get. That's right. Star of David is a literal sign for an abomination to God, or a new image of God. Very simple. Very simple. You have what? 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, let me count that again. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 symbols in one, but you actually have 6. You actually have 6 symbols in that, because the female symbol chromosomes, of course, are X, 2 X's. Look what happens when you put the 2 X's side by side. All you do is add the straight lines across, the equal symbol. And again, you get Star of David. In plain sight, y'all. In plain sight. Let me go ahead and put this back up. I'm gonna shrink myself. You don't need to see me. Human Rights Campaign. The Human Rights Campaign is an American LGBTQ advocacy group, and it's the largest LGBTQ political lobbying organization in the United States. And this is its symbol, the equal sign. That's the Masonic logo. Two intersecting triangles with the sacred G, what they call geometry or God. Female chromosomes are two X's. This is where we get this symbol from. And it is on that flag. That flag. That's it for this one. That is it for this. All right. So, in light of what was just shown there, alarmingly enough, I noticed that the equal symbol and the even in that depict, at least in that case, that depiction of that Masonic symbol, they both were blue and yellow. Now we know blue and yellow has been plastered all over the place in regards to pre-programming for the Ukraine conflict. All right. So not only do we have an issue on one side of the world, we've got an issue in the Middle East. Quite interesting how these things are lining up. The word says you will hear, of wars and rumors of war, but, see that your heart not be troubled. Why? Because all these things must happen before the Son of Man cometh. You know what I mean? So, in light of this as well, when I talked about earlier this year with the Ring of Fire eclipse that's happening on October 14th, and we were talking about Aries, Eros, all the different variations. The Lord G, God of War, desire, lust, all these things wrapped up in a big package. And you look at the significance of the luminaries aligning in such a way for this rare phenomenon that happens around the sun. That looks like a ring. They call it the Ring of Fire. That's happening this Saturday. Quite noticeable, I guess you can say that. The conflict started a week before, and now, I was just telling my wife and somebody else earlier today. I said, interesting that this has been going on for about 2 days, right? And they say 1,000 people have been killed, plus 9 Americans, and then some, have been kidnapped. I said, quite interesting that they can have these numbers so lightning fast for something that's overseas, yet they can't even pinpoint the number of children that are missing, dead, or unaccounted for in the Maui fires. Quite interesting. Quite interesting. They can get those numbers from over there. But, man, Biden hasn't even... whatever. But this is all for... This is all, part of the big plan. We're not ignorant of the devices and whatnot. But, as I said, this whole thing... I was telling somebody the other day, I said, there are only a few, of course, we pay attention to Israel and prophecy, but in regards to what's going on, they're being judged. They are, not the land. They are, because the land was stolen. When the word says the tribes were scattered abroad, what does that mean? They're not there. They're not there. They're not in Israel. All right. The people that have it right now, these are some evil people. And like I said, brought up in the End of the Goat series with the Yom Kippur connection, the scapegoat ritual, and how that's about to be put on blast. We're about to see a whole new type of genocide that kind of has residual remnants of what happened in World War II with Hitler, but on a massive scale. And what can we do but follow the prophecy and just make way for Christ's coming? You know, we're not fretting or sweating none of this. You know, we have the best playbook of all time, so we keep our eyes on the signs, and even more so, we keep our eyes on Christ more than anything. So, again, perpetuating fear is the biggest way the enemy deceives you into putting your faith in him. Wherever your fear is, that's where your faith lies. We're supposed to fear the Almighty God. All right. The great and dreadful day of the Lord is coming. These days that are, coming right now. This is judgment on the world. We don't have to worry about judgment. Hey, some of us may be martyred. Jesus did that for us already. Why can't we do that for him? Why shouldn't we be able to do that for him? One thing that I thought about today was that this was a bank holiday for Columbus Day. So all the banks were closed and things like that. I don't even think stocks were up because of the bank. But something like this to happen after close on Friday, and then the numbers not really, they're already talking about, fuel, oil and everything like that going up. That's a given. But we won't know what the true numbers are until tomorrow. We just got out of a debt raise limit a few weeks ago that got raised. I think next week is when they go back, and it was extended. So they go right back in there to see, okay, what we doing now? This is all part of the system, man. It's a fixed deck of a house of cards, man. That's all it is. That's all it is. They can't prop the dollar up for too much longer. You know what the word says when they say peace, 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 war cometh. This big thing that's going on, there's going to be a big peace treaty sooner or later. Syria has to get turned to a pile of rubbish overnight. There has to be attack from the north. This is all biblical. There's nothing to be afraid of. Fear God. Fear what he can do to you. You know what I mean? None of this is judgment for us. You know what I mean? The bride is being made ready. As my boy Jeremy would say. Love you, bro. My phone broke. It's really interesting, man. My phone broke over the weekend. And so I'm actually waiting for a new one. So I apologize if I haven't been able to get in contact with some of y'all, man. But it's supposed to be here by tomorrow. So thank God for his mercy and his grace in these times. The writings on the wall are there, and they've already been deciphered for us in the spirit. It's prophecy. What can you do but just follow the playbook and give all praise and honor to the Most High, who wrote it, who inspired it, and it's happening right before our very eyes. So that being said, I'm off. Shalom.